Welcome to the Paving Calculator tool. This is a free and simple to use online tool which was developed to provide an easy way for anyone to estimate a Tobermore paving project. The Paving Calculator tool allows users to draw out their paving projects on a piece of graph paper, then automatically calculates a quantity estimate of the paving flags or blocks needed, including any border details. Once you have launched the tool, you will see a blank piece of graph paper. At the top of the page, you can register to create an account, or if you already have an account, you can log in. This will allow you to use the tool to its full potential. By creating an account, you can store all of your projects for future reference or for revisions. Looking at the toolbar at the top of the page, you can begin by choosing the site width needed for your project. Depending on the area you're looking to draw, you can set the site width anywhere from 10 metres to 1000 metres. Just make sure it is set to a width that is larger than the widest part of the project. The paving layout tools are in green. Using these tools, you can draw as many paving areas as you require by using either the straight line, the curve, the square, or the circle tool. If you select the straight drawing tool, you can draw a simple rectangular shape by clicking anywhere on the graph paper and extending the line. Then click again to end that segment. You can see that the line length and the angles between the nodes are shown. When using the straight drawing tool, you always have to come back to the starting point to close the shape. After you draw the shape you require, you can select the paving for this area by clicking the blue Paving button and then the green Select Paving button. Choose whatever paving you require from the list. If this area requires a border, you can select the Border button followed by Add Border. Use the drop-down menu to select the product you would like to use for the border. To the right of the border drop-down, you can select whether you would like the border to be laid in sailor or soldier orientation. You can add any number of borders if required. You can also remove any border by using the red Remove Border button. When borders are added, the original paved area is continually reduced by the amount of area taken up by that border. If this simple rectangular area is the extent of your project, you can save it by clicking Save As at the top and complete the project information. Please note that to be able to save a project, a postcode is required. Once saved, the project will then be available at any time for future reference by using your login information used when you registered. The object laying tools in blue can be used to create shapes such as sheds, pools, or a barbecue area. This area is then subtracted from the total paving area. In this example, we will draw a shed. As you draw the shape, you can easily see the dimensions inside it whilst expanding. Once the shape is drawn, you can move it around to the exact place you need it. You can label this shape, change the colour, and add borders if necessary. When you draw shapes on top of the paved area, the tool will automatically subtract any overlapping area. This way, you don't have to be exact when joining shapes together. To create a path from a patio to another area, for example a fire pit, you can start by drawing a path using the straight line tool from anywhere inside the patio. Once you extend it out to where you need it to be, you can right-click and press Convert to Path. Enter the width you would like the path to be and hit Enter. You can also create curved paths using the Curve tool instead. You can then select the paving you would like to use for the path, same as before. You can also add a border to the path if required. Now we can create a circular area for the fire pit. Using the Circle tool, drag the circle until you get your desired diameter. Select the paving you would like to use. You can right-click any shape you've created at any time and select either Bring to Top or Send to Bottom. The quantities provided at the end will automatically be amended to reflect any of these changes. You can now go to the Object tools and select either a square or circle to draw your fire pit. Again, you can draw the fire pit anywhere and drag the shape to wherever you want it to be. Same as before, you can now label this shape and change its colour. This area will then be subtracted from the paving used for the circular area. We recommend that you label each area. This will make it easier to understand the material quantities outputted by the tool. You can enhance the visuals of your drawing by adding in some plants or some rocks. These are only meant to generally represent where planting or rocks may go and shouldn't be interpreted as a planting scheme. To calculate the area required for your paving and the amount of paving needed, save your project and then select Quick Estimate at the bottom of the page. This calculates the areas, products and borders used. The first table shows area quantities for each area you have drawn. The second table, called Material Totals, gives you the total area for each product used. At the bottom of the page, you can create a report or print the drawing you have just created. You can also request pricing or design help if required from the Tobermore team. Please note that the Paving Calculator tool is to be used for preliminary costing and feasibility purposes only. The quantities provided must be verified by a paving contractor prior to ordering. Tobermore accepts no responsibility for losses associated with use of the Paving Calculator tool.